And I'm addicted to these things. I mean, not that I eat a lot of them, but...
Roger, Medic 3, priority 2, number 31, Tool Drive, across Indian Neck Avenue, South Monterey, method 5 L email, all of the catheters, blood clots, unable to clear it.
This bag is 1.9 pounds. And I'll go through a bag like this about every 2 to 3 weeks. Well, this one seems to be working pretty good. Got a little drippage, but nothing serious. Nothing that I feel I have to be concerned about.
I brought the main computer online. There's an active data file. It appears to contain login. I believe
The other thing I noticed is this stuff has a tendency of eating through the grooves on the tape and finding its way out. So I think what I'm probably going to end up doing in the future is using a plastic, like a plastic drop cloth. Cut it to where I want to seal and then tape the plastic on. I think that'll probably work a lot better with sealing this stuff up. I find it's fine with what I'm doing for a while, but it tends to find its way through as it settles in. I think it's, well, I can't say, but I'm thinking maybe the heat as it cures starts to kind of warm up the epoxy, or not the epoxy, but the glue on the tape, and which makes it loosen up. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So we had a little drill this morning. It was an evaluation and priority drill. Two of my guys were out. Oh, Jesus, 6-7 hours. And we're not supposed to be out that long. And it's not that anybody, or it was going nuts. Everything was pretty well cleared up, so there was no reason for it. Everything was basically done. So why were they out there that long? You know, did somebody forget? Now they did call dispatch to let them know they were still there. But see, they were depending or waiting on 2 departments. Well, 1 department and 1 utility. They had to wait for Public Works to come out there and get the tree out of the way. And then they had to wait for Eversource to get out there to get the wires out of the way. However, the wires had to get cleared before they can work on the tree. Naturally, because you don't want to start working on the tree and find out there's wires hiding within, because that does happen. And then the next thing you know, people are getting electrocuted. So this one I could take off. So it was one of those miscommunications or lack of. And that's fine, but it's not going to happen with my guys. My guys are out there, you get your ass out there. I may need them someplace else. You know, they're not just sitting there thinking, oh, I'm going to kill some time. We're not on the hour. We're not by the hour. I gotta get another roll of paper towels. I do need. Do I have another roll out here? Probably not. Let's see, I'm hoping see, this is where I was hoping the 17 minutes were coming in. I mean, if it got stiff enough within the 17 minutes, like apparently they claim, I thought they were claiming anyway, I wouldn't have to worry about it running and keeping after it. All right, let's do some pros and cons on this camera here. Hold on a minute. First, let me untangle this cable so I have a little room to work with. My cables are either too short or too long. And the battery's going to go dead before I get this done. Guaranteed. Okay. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to throw you on the ground. Are we recording? Maybe, maybe not. Alright, anyway. Let's talk about this camera for a minute. This is the Samsung. It's called the Gear, I believe. 360. When it originally came out, is it recording? I have no idea. Yeah. When it originally came out, it was like $300, $350, something like that. $250. Well, I've always been looking at the 3D or the 360 cameras, but I wasn't going to spend $300 or $400 for something to play with it and not know if I wanted it or didn't want it. Well, one day I get a special thing from Amazon. You know, we all get them. And they were showing this particular camera on sale for $81. I said, whoa, for $81, a 360-degree camera, and it comes with the software and everything you need, it's worth trying it. And I'll tell you, I enjoy it. I find it to be different. I don't know if you guys watch it or like it, but it can be different depending on what you're doing. However, I find that, I don't know for sure, but it doesn't seem like the battery lasts a whole lot of time. I mean, I'm thinking about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know. It gets hot, and they say that you can record while it's being plugged in. Well, every now and then I look at it and it's not doing anything. I mean, it just shuts off. And I don't know the reason behind it. You know, okay, the battery's dead. That's a reason, you know, if I didn't have it plugged in. Well, if I got it plugged in, why is it shutting down? Is it getting too hot? Is it an overload problem? Is the card full? Yeah. So it doesn't give you much to go on. So you never know. You never know if it's recording or not. Unless you're constantly looking at it. But as far as being different, I like the camera. Alright, we have a major leak going on over here, so that's why I was hoping that it cured in the 17 minutes like they were talking, because if it did, it would start to seal itself instead of continuing to leak out. And that's what it's trying to do now. It's just trying to basically bleed out. Okay, and I still have some here. And apparently I don't have to worry about it curing as fast because how long ago did I mix this now? So, now I know with the West system, even though it's more money and it's more a pain in the ass, and I don't think it's scratch resistant as much as this stuff claims to be. At a certain time it starts getting hard. My hands got stuff on them. It's hard. You know, once it starts getting hot, it starts to cure and it gets hard. So for this, that would be perfect because at that point this would be getting hard, sealing itself before it leaks out. So, but in this case, I'm just wasting material. Alright, so what am I going to do today? Well, I can't take you with me because you're plugged in, you're being charged. But I want to clean up that side of the shop. I don't think I have a USB over here to charge it with. Let's see. No. I do not. I've got 12 volts over there on the bench, but I haven't got any USBs over there. And I haven't got any USBs here that'll plug into a lighter plug to allow me to put one over there right now without going through a whole rigmarole. I think this is just a voltmeter. Oh no, this is 2 USBs. You know what? I can probably hook this up over there real quick. Yeah, I bet you. What's that one? That's a lighter plug. There's double USBs. I guess I can hook this up real quick over there. I mean, it's got the wires on it. I got the plug. You know what? It's not going to be worth it. Let me put this back in here. It ain't worth the time because I'll probably never use it again over there. So I'm just going to let this charge. Let me don't know which one of these is which. I think this is the one. Put that there. So I'm going to take this camera and go over there, and we'll do that. And meanwhile, I'm going to stop.